Hi everyone, this is Stephanie from Abby's Lane and a very wiggly Ollie here to demonstrate a few things about prefolds and also frugal diapering, which is something I'm very passionate about because it's how I got my start with cloth diapering. The first thing I wanted to show, what we're covering Ollie with today for decency's sake is a fleece liner, and we sell these in the store. They're made by Knicker Nappies. You can also make them yourselves very inexpensively. They're about 15 by 5 inches, and all you have to do is cut them into rectangles. You don't have to sew them because fleece won't fray, and they make great liners to wick away moisture, and for other reasons involving diaper creams and some other things as well that we'll go over a little bit later in our videos. The first thing I wanted to show you, here I have an infant prefold. Now this is one that's been washed and used many times, and this is one that is brand new. So when you get your prefolds, you can see the size difference here. When you wash them, they're going to shrink down and quilt up and get nice and fluffy. So when you get your brand new ones, don't think that they're going to swallow your baby because they're so big. They will shrink down in size and get nice and quilty. And just to show you, for size purposes, now Ollie's about 3 months old and over 20 pounds. He's a big boy. And most 3-month-olds aren't going to be this big, but he serves a good purpose today because he is such a chunk for demonstrating how the sizing here varies. Now you can see I've got the infant prefold underneath of him, and he's just too big for it because even if I just try to pull it up over him, it might cover him, but there's no way these are going to reach around. It's well below his hips. It's a struggle to even get the ends to meet. So that's going to be a big sign if you're using infant prefolds that your baby needs a next size up. It just looks ridiculously small and it's really hard to fasten. But don't give up on your infant prefolds because they make great doublers for the bigger size up. And what I've done, just folded it in half, and you can lay it underneath the baby as a great doubler for the bigger prefolds. Now with any time you're putting an insert or something for extra absorbency underneath, it's going to just be folded in half and just lay right in the middle like that, but always flip it up over your baby because when you try to put your bigger prefold underneath, you're going to be able to wrap it around and you don't want this to get twisted up in it. And I'm going to slide the bigger prefold underneath of him. This is a regular size prefold, and it's brand new, but I didn't shrink this one down yet because I want to show you some different ways to fold it, and it's a little bit easier to do when it's new and a little bit bigger. Let's do back here. Okay. The first fold I want to show you, and I'm leaving this here. This is the fleece liner for the stay dry effect and the extra prefold here for absorbency. You don't need all of this to be able to use prefolds. I'm just showing you how to do it if you want to layer things for more absorbency. The first fold you can use, and this is a nice thing to do, a nice fold if you're using extra stuff in the middle, is done just by tucking in the edges here and pulling this up around the baby. It allows you to have a nice wide coverage area without having things wrapped around, I know buddy, wrapped around and twisted up inside. And all you're going to do is fold this under and pull this across here and here and use your snappy fastener, which is right here. We sell these at Abby's Lane too. They have these nice gentle little plastic teeth that will grab the prefold and hold it in place like so, and fold one down here in the middle. And that's how your prefold will look on your baby with your extra absorbency underneath. Now again, this is going to look a little bulky because remember, this is actually 2 prefolds in there. So what you would put over it is your cover. This is going to keep it waterproof. And you put your cover over everything. This is a blueberry one size coverall. It's a polyurethane laminate material, which means on the inside it's laminated to make it waterproof, and the outside's a polyester material. And you're going to wrap it around your baby and use the snap closure to fasten it. And then after you're all done putting it on, take a quick second and check right around here on the legs. See all this prefold sticking out? You want to make sure that's all tucked in. Same on this leg, same in the back. So you've got some prefold out here. You got to tuck that in because any part that's sticking out is going to wick moisture onto their clothing. So now that we're all tucked in, that's what it's going to look like. And again, a little bit bulkier, but you've got a lot of absorbency in there. And this is great for nighttime too. If you're looking to nighttime diaper on a dime, it's a great way to have a lot of absorbency at not a high price. And the last thing I wanted to show, when I take the cover off here, going back to our absorbency underneath, if jumping up to pre-folds is a stretch in your diapering dollar. You can use household items with your diapers. And this is how I started with my daughter too. Lots of you might have a lot of microfiber inserts laying around. These can go underneath between your pre-fold and your cover. They don't have to go on the inside. Microfiber shouldn't be laid right against baby's skin because it's so quickly absorbent. It can adhere to their skin, especially if it's new. So if you want to do something like this, all you have to do is lay it under, and then your cover would go over this, and your cover is going to hold it in place. So you've got a lot of absorbency now in here. You've got 2 pre-folds, a microfiber insert, plus it's all stay dry. Your cover is still going to fit over it. Again, it's going to be a little bit bulkier, but you've got a lot of layers there. So the inserts can go on the outside of your pre-fold as well. And then the last thing I wanted to show you is using, this is a really ratty dish towel. It's actually a paint rag that my older kids use for their paint. And this can be used, and I diapered my oldest daughter with a lot of dish towels. And especially the cheaper materials are really easy to snappy. So you can even use this as a pre-fold instead and wrap this around your baby. I know, this is so much fun, isn't it? I'm gonna carefully take this off and show you how to do this as well by using a dish towel. You just slide this underneath, especially if you've got other dish towels, which you could use in place of an actual pre-fold here. And you flip this around like this. And using an old dish towel, you've just made a pre-fold wrap. And again, on the inside, you can use other folded dish towels and things of that nature. And the snappy grabs it really easily underneath there. And you fold it over, and there you go. A little dish towel that makes a great diaper for your baby. And in the inside, you can use other dish towels, pre-folds, washcloths, anything that absorbs can make a difference in your absorbency. So that's how we do it, folks. And then over it, you can put your cover. I have some gorgeous sustainable babyish longies here. For those of you who are looking at wool, this is a little bit big for him. These are mediums, but because he's a chunk, these will work. And he's not mobile yet, so we can actually get these to fit up over him to show you how longies will fit over your baby. I know, being very patient with us. And sustainable babyish longies make a great fit. And this waist cuff will come up nice and high. If you want to see their cute little feet, you just roll up your cuffs and pull up your waist cuff over the whole thing, and you can fold it over if you want to. And that would be the medium longies, and those are going to be able to grow with him as he grows. So that's how we do it, folks. Frugal diapering on a dime. And again, these are sustainable babyish longies in the medium size. A great way to diaper frugally with wool is by using recycled sweaters and upcycled sweaters, and you can even make your own out of wool sweaters to make some longies to diaper your baby. So there you have it, ways to use your pre-folds and frugal diapering using anything that's absorbent underneath. Thanks, Ollie.